for the day. I am back with Falcons therapy. Real quick, let me get this prayer in and then let's get started, man. Lord, we thank you for your goodness. Thank you for this wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for allowing us to be able to make it this far. Thank you for watching over all of our friends and all of our family. Asking though that you would look upon those that might be hurting or struggling or dealing with grief on today. Ask that you would comfort their hearts, their minds, their souls, whether they're battling with something within or whether they've lost a loved one, wherever it may be. Ask that you would go to them and comfort them. And we thank you for watching over us and keeping us each and every day. Thank you for everybody that takes time to come to this stream. Ask that you would bless them all, encourage them, whatever they may be going through in their lives. Be with them and just let them know that you love them. Appreciate the opportunity to have the platform to just have some fun and talk about something that we love. Our Atlanta Falcons. Bring a smile to somebody's face. Turn somebody's frown upside down, make somebody's day better when they come in. That's our prayer. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. All right. Real quick, if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you can get these stream updates and video updates as soon as they drop. Also, I want to thank y'all for showing so much love. I've been getting a lot of love shown over the YouTube verse. A lot of new subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much. Keep them coming. If you're new to the channel, trust me, I won't do you wrong. There is a 500 subscriber giveaway. So all you got to do is be a subscriber to have a chance to be entered in for a free jersey giveaway. Ain't no catches, ain't no gimmicks, ain't nothing. You ain't got to buy nothing. You ain't got to subscribe to nothing. It's just out of the goodness of my heart to say thank you for taking your time to come see your brother every now and then. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you share the channel with your family and your friends because we're going to be here all season long. Falcon fans, we are here. If you're not a Falcon fan, but you just want to join in the fun, you are absolutely welcome. Football fans from all over, you are welcome to join in on the journey. So much love to you. So let's get started, man. We are going to react to Coach Heems' press conference. I just watched it about 15 minutes ago, and it was a pretty good press conference. It actually started off on a, I ain't gonna say a strange note, but it was a funny note. Coach Heems, what's going on, Clean Edits? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Cleans? I'm good. I'm trying to get this tablet on. But if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We will be doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers. What's going on? Mateo Jr. in the house. So go ahead and sub. And I will let you know when I hit 500 subscribers. And when I do that episode for that giveaway, I will be giving away a free jersey, a free NFL jersey of your choice. It's going to be free for you. I'm going to pay for it, but it's going to be free for you, whoever gets chosen. So if you want that opportunity and you want to share that opportunity with your friends and your family, please do that. Give them a chance to win a free NFL jersey, courtesy of your boy, Let Us Pray. So thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate you so much. All right, Coach Heem, here we go. Coach Heem was talking about, first thing he talked about was Nate Landman. Nate Landman is on IR. That hurt my heart, man. Nate Landman has been playing good ever since last year. He was really a stalwart for us at the middle linebacker position, but he is on IR with a quad injury. And I guess we don't have a necessarily definite date on return, but all prayers up. Let us pray. Let us pray for Nate Landman. Prayers go up to you, brother. Hopefully you get healthy soon. What's going on, SpongeBob? SpongeBob. Hi, how you doing? Mateo Jr. asks, Do I like football? Absolutely, I love football, and I love these Atlanta Falcons. Mateo, I'm doing good. How are you? Um, Coach Heem, he started off talking about Zach Robinson. The question was asked by the media, how has Zach Robinson been performing as the offensive coordinator? And I thought this was really, really an insightful question because you kind of got a chance, you got a little glimpse of what was going on in Coach Heem's head. I think based upon his response, you could kind of see how he felt about the Steelers' loss and about the win on Monday night. So, Coach Heem, response to how Zach Robinson's been doing as the offensive coordinator, he says, week one, we just played bad. Week one, we just played bad, plain and simple. Um, but he says he has liked the success of the run game. He's like that. We've been able to run the ball. If you watch Monday night's game, the whole party got started for the Falcons when Bijan got going. Okay, that Bijan mustard. We started spreading that Bijan mustard all over that field, and it set the tone for the game. So, really been liking the consistency with being able to run the ball against opposing defenses. Um, he's also thinking that the offense is trending in the right direction, right? We had a tough game uh, against the Steelers. People are like, hey, what's going on? This don't look right. And then S Fact, hey, how you doing, S Fact? Welcome on in, welcome in. Um, and then we're trending in the right direction, right? You see Monday night against the Eagles, one of the better teams in the NFL, right? We went toe to toe with this team offensively. We went toe to toe with this team. The yards and obviously the score was almost the same because we won by 1 point. The yards were in our favor at the end of the first half. Um, we outrushed them by the end of the first half. I believe we might have been up on time of possession as well. Now that flipped, the time of possession flipped in the second half, but we had a lot of rushing yards. We possessed the ball, and we were ultimately able to keep up with them. That's a high-powered offense, the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, they were without AJ Brown, but we kept a high-powered offense from scoring, 30. I think they scored 34 points the first week. We held them to 21, so that was a great job by our defense as well. But our offense had to do their job and score points, and we did that. So that was trending in the right direction. We had one touchdown the first week, was 18 to 10, right? And then we scored 22 the second week. So we're trending. We're trending in the right direction. And Coach Heem is noticing that, and he says obviously there's a lot of growth that we still have to go, but he's liking that we're trending in the right direction. Um, Reporter asked a question: do you feel like this team is forming an identity? That's a great question. Um, and I had to think about that myself. Like, what is this team's identity at this point? Thank you for liking. Thank you for coming in. Um, I don't know that this team has a certain identity at this point. You definitely see that we want to establish the run, though. We are definitely not going to be a spread teams out, throw it all over the field type of team. We're going to establish that run, a la the Los Angeles Rams, right? They're known for Cooper Cup and all the flashy things that they like to do throwing the ball, but they always establish the run first. If you're coming in, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your chance to win a free NFL jersey. I'm telling you, it's free. It's free. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I will do that giveaway. So if you're just popping in, trying to see what's going on, yes, this is an Atlanta Falcons stream, but anybody who subscribes to the channel has a chance to win a free NFL jersey if you just subscribe to the channel. And you're here, the episode of the giveaway. You got to be here, though. You got to be here. All right. Coach Heems said, you know what? I think right now what I'm seeing as the identity of this team is a team that doesn't blink. A team that's not scared out there. A team that has established some toughness. What does he mean by toughness? We went into Philadelphia, PA, okay? A city that's known for its ruckus fans, a stadium that's known, one of the hardest stadiums to play in. We went in that stadium on Monday night and got a win. It takes a lot of mental toughness and a lot of mental fortitude to be able to win a game in Philadelphia on the road. So he's seeing that this team, first of all, has toughness. That's an identity right there. Um, Seeing that this team has a never say die mentality. Uh, we were down 6 points with about a minute and 30 to go and no timeouts. Did we blink? No, we went right down the field and took that game and then sealed the deal with the defensive stop. Team didn't blink. Didn't blink. When it was a pressurized situation, we played our best. And that's what you want to see for your team. Um, we finished in all three phases of the game. I love how Coach Raheem pointed this out. I didn't think of it as such until he said it today, but look at the offense, right? They had the ball with about a minute and 39 seconds left. They go down and score with about 30 seconds to go. Then we get the penalty from Drake London, right? The excessive celebration penalty. So that backs up the extra point. 15 yards. Now it's a 48-yard field goal, basically. But it only counts as 1 point. Young Wei Koo said, ain't no thing, coach. I got you, man. Almost a 50-yard kick for your extra point. And Young Wei Koo kicked that thing right through the middle. It was never a doubt. That's the second phase of the game. So offensively, we handle business. On special teams, we handled business. And then the defense came in and handled business. We got pressure on Jalen Hurst at the right time. Caden Ellis comes around and gets the pressure on him and causes that errant throw. And Jesse Bates was right there to oblige him. um, but he did say there's an emphasis on cleaning up those penalties. Just talked about the Drake London penalty. Also, the Ray McLeod penalty early in the game. Want to see those things cleaned up. Those were both 15 yards a pop, too. Those aren't like little small penalties. Those are big penalties. Sports Productions in the house. What's going on, brother? So Coach Heem talked about, we got to clean up those penalties. He even said they tried to simulate, what's his name? Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's trash talking during the week. They had a player assigned to be Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because they know he loves to trash talk and he loves to walk that fine line and try to get you to react and get a penalty. They knew he was going to do it. They had a guy in practice acting like him, trying to pretend to be him, and our players still fell for the bait. Ray McLeod just couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take it anymore. You couldn't take it anymore. You got those guys on each team. I'm not saying that he's a guy out there playing dirty or anything like that, but some people just trash talk. They're known for trash talking. And Gardner Johnson, he's a good safety in the league. Been in the league for a little while. I think he's played for the Saints, the Lions, the Eagles twice. I think this is his second go around with the Eagles. And he's a good player. But you know what? Good players get beat too. And he got beat by Darnell Mooney on Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Sports Production says my Bills got a W in week 2. Absolutely. And your Falcons got a W in week 2. Absolutely. Absolutely. Both throwing up the W. The Bills annihilated the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. That was an annihilation. Tua Tagovailoa, quick update on him. he has been placed on IR by the Miami Dolphins. So Skylar Thompson will be the starting quarterback. Oh, we got Rome in the house. We got an OG. We got OG Rome in the house. Cyber real estate. What's going on? My moderator. My moderator's in the building. Yeah. So prayers, please. Throw your prayers up. I'm gonna pray for him. I've been praying for him. Tonga Vailoa, man, he has taken what I think this is his fourth concussion since being in the NFL. Says he has no plans to retire. I think the team would actually like if he probably doesn't play the rest of the year. To be honest, I mean, I don't think I don't think the team can be sued, but what organization wants to put him back out there after getting one concussion and seeing I mean, just seeing that over and over and over. You already saw one concussion and you're gonna put him back out there with a risk of him getting another one? Then people are really gonna start questioning like, do you really even want what's best for this player? Right? And I think from everything I saw, he got three concussions in 2022. Yeah, so this is his fourth one. And I just think at some point, Tua's got to realize long term. I know he's young, he's in his 20s. You're not thinking about how you're going to feel when you're 40 or 50. But Rome, cyber real estate, Rome is here. 40 is a different animal, bro. 40, even if you don't have any concussions, 40, I'm telling you, it has its own challenges. And you don't want to bring concussion history into your older age. You want to be as healthy as possible going into your 40s. Trust me. Trust me. So, my prayers, I hope Tua um I don't like to, say what a person really should do because that's their own personal life, but just for me, if it was me, I would have to walk away. I would have to sit down with my advisor, sit down with my family, and I'd have to walk away. I have to realize, you know what? Everything happens for a reason, right? Tua's had a really nice career as a quarterback. He's made some good money. He's not quitting on his team if he walks away at this point. His life is at stake. You don't know what type of um, symptoms may come up in the future due to all these concussions. You don't know what type of side effects you might have. You don't know. So I think the long term health issue is more important than playing football. That's just me. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him for sure. Um, so Coach Raheem Morris, he said, yeah, we got to clean up the penalties, right? Ray got to be smarter. You can't get baited by the guy that we told you was going to bait you all week long. You just cannot get baited by Gardner Johnson. Um, and then also the Drake London. What's going on? We got Christy in the building. She say, hey, y'all. Um, Drake London's penalty. I talked about that yesterday in depth with Christy. And Coach Heem actually touched on it today as well. Touched on it's kind of insensitive to do any sort of, gun celebration for a touchdown, considering some of the things that have happened in our country lately, the mass shootings. They had one in a high school in Georgia, right? So it's very insensitive to the victims and the parents and everybody involved, the school. So we just don't want to do that anymore. And Coach Heem talked about that. He said Drake understood, had a little conversation. So we shouldn't be seeing any more of that. So I appreciate Coach Heem touching on that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Then Coach Heem asked about how do you defend Patrick Mahomes? If anybody knew the answer to that, then they would already be doing it, right? You'd be beating this guy every week if you knew how to beat him. But Coach Heem had a lot of praise, obviously, to give Mahomes. Said he's the best quarterback in the league. One of the best to ever do it. Um, why? Because of his mental. He's a smart guy. He studies. He's seen all the coverages. Unless you invent a new one that he's never seen before, he's seen everything. He's seen all the formations. Defenses have tried all sorts of things. Uh, I heard on the radio earlier, they were talking about the Bengals because the Bengals were one team that they thought had, the Chiefs' number because of Joe Burrow beating him that year in the AFC Championship game, and the Bengals going to the Super Bowl that year. But the Bengals were in a unique situation. Not only did they have the offense, but at times they deployed a two-man front and was still able to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. That means they had 9 defenders in pass coverage. That is unheard of. That is unheard of. How can you get pressure on the quarterback with a two-man rush? If you're able to do that, by all means, you need 9 defenders to give Patrick Mahomes some problems. But every team can get home with two pass rushers. I mean, that's insane. The fact that they were able to deploy that and do that is just a testament to how good those 2 rushers were. But you can't go on doing that all game either. The Chiefs are a much better rushing team at this point. Even though Isaiah Pacheco is on IR currently with a fractured fibula, he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. So they will be. I don't know who they will be starting. They have a young guy named Steele, look like Sunshine from Remember the Titans. They just picked up Kareem Hunt off the waiver wire, and then they have Samaje Perine. Okay, so I'm thinking Samaje Perine might get the first crack at being the full time back since Pacheco's out. Perine is a guy who can break tackles. He's a physical runner. He was the third down back while Pacheco was handling the starting duties. But I think he could be a full time guy. Like I say, he's very physical. Pacheco is a very physical back. A guy that broke a lot of tackles, played with a lot of intensity. Obviously, he's not a clone of Pacheco. Pacheco has his own unique style, but I think Perine will get the first crack at it. Steele is still young. Um, I'm pretty sure he's still learning pass protection, and he fumbled last week. He fumbled in a crucial game that they actually still ended up winning. But for ball security purposes and for pass protection purposes, I believe that Perine will get the first crack at being the full time back with Pacheco out. Kareem Hunt, but don't be surprised if he gets put in the rotation a couple weeks because he actually started out with Kansas City and he actually played really well until he had that incident. They had like an incident with his girlfriend or something like that some years ago. Then he got, I think he was released, and then he got picked up by the Browns. But you know, I ain't gonna even get into all that. But yeah, they added Hunt. Uh, Cyber Real Estate. Rome says they can give Worthy some more screens. The only problem with that is that we're playing the Chiefs next week, and if they think they're just gonna screen us to death with Worthy, you got another thing coming. That boy gonna end up with some bumps and bruises, cause he fast. He fast. But if we have a chance, we're gonna put some hits on that boy. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna put some hits on him. That's how you treat speed. When you get your hands on speed, you gotta make them feel you. So you can screen him all you want. Yeah, yeah, he better have that chin strap buckled up. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't saying we try to hurt nobody, but we gotta make them feel us. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that boy fast. He fast, man. He fast. Four. What he run? 4-1 or 4-2-1 or something like that. The boy fast, man. Got track speed. Um, So back to what Coach Heem was saying about Mahomes. Called him an alien, you know, and not in a derogatory way, just saying he's just one of those guys that just does outer worldly things. He said other aliens would be like Tom Brady, Julio Jones, a LeBron James. I would put Steph Curry. Steph Curry got to be an alien. Did you see what he did in the Olympics? I mean, Steph Curry is an alien. Those are the guys that just do things that don't even make sense. Things that you never seen before. They just make plays and they just leave you in awe. Those are like alien like performances. And he also put Travis Kelsey in that same category as well. Oh, I got an update actually, y'all. And this is like a little, this is not vain, but I mean, these glasses are going bye bye. Um, I am getting some new glasses. I just ordered some today. These glasses are tore up from the floor up. They're chipped all over the place. And I need to see, so I wear them. But I just got tired. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of seeing these glasses in the condition that they're in. I fall asleep on them almost like every night because I'm watching TV or something. So I will be sporting the new glasses next week. I hope you guys like them because I like them. The place I went, Sight for Sore Eyes in Palo Alto. If you are in the Bay Area, in the South Bay, go for Sight to Sore Eyes in Palo Alto. They have excellent customer service. They hooked me up with some glass. Well, they didn't hook me up. You know, I paid. But they gave your boy some good service, and I would recommend them to anybody who's in the Bay Area. So yeah, I'm gonna be sporting some new glasses next week because these will be going in the dumpster. They are just all jacked up, all chipped, you know, fogged up, and all sorts of things. They've been used and abused. I had these glasses for probably like the last the last 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it's time. It's time to let them go. But I digress. I just had to go off on that tangent real quick. Um, Obviously, I said Mahomes is smart. Coach Mahim said that. Coach Raheem said that. Says he's playing he plays his best in the big games. To me, that's the measure of the ultimate quarterback. How do you play when the pressure is on? How do you play in the big game? Rome said New Orleans is real this year. You know what? Shout out to Big Low Country. He was in here yesterday, and I watched his stream last night. I got to echo what Big Low said. I ain't worried about them Saints. Honestly, I gave them some respect yesterday on the stream. You know, they look decent, but he said, you know what? You play Carolina, who is starting Andy Dalton now because they sat down their #1 draft pick, and then you played Dallas, who can't stop the run. You ran it down their throat, and you went out and you got out of there with a win. So you're supposed to win those games. You're supposed to win those games. I'm not feeding into the New Orleans hype. I'm worried about what we doing over here in Atlanta. If anybody from NOLA want to come up in here and talk about they Saints, you're more than welcome. But it is what it is. We play them week 4, so we're gonna see what they about. In week 4, we're gonna see what they really about. AFC South. Who's in the AFC South? Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Is that Jacksonville? I think so. The Texans, right? The Texans, Jacksonville. Is it Indianapolis? And what's the other team in that division? What's the other team in that division? Texans look good. I said the Texans. Yeah, I said Houston. Houston Texans. Houston's on top. Indianapolis. Jacksonville. What's the other team? AFC South. Tennessee. That's right. There you go. Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah. I got Calvin Ridley on my fantasy team, so I hope he just keeps catching the ball. Will Levis, I don't know what's going on with Will Levis. His coach scolded him after the last game. He made one of the worst passes. He did a Marcus Mariota on Sunday, and all the Falcon fans in here know Marcus Mariota was doing some funny stuff. I mean, it wasn't funny then, but it was some strange professional quarterback play for the NFL. I wouldn't even see some of those moves in the Pee Wee League. He was spinning around, throwing the ball as he was falling, like like he was playing hot potato. I mean, Will Levis was getting tackled and he slings the ball. He dove and slung the ball backwards, which was a fumble that got returned for a touchdown, I believe. Um, just awkward quarterback play. And they were in field goal range. So they could have kicked the field goal. It was third down. Why? You have fourth down to kick the field goal. If you're on fourth down and you're trying to make a play and the game's on the line and time is running out, by all means, get rid of that ball. Do something with it. Don't just take a sack. But when you're on third down and you got a chance to get points, and then you just slinging the ball around, bro. Come on. You can't do that. Will Levis and his coach went on national TV and said he knows better. The coach said he knows better, though. He went on there and scolded him like he was a child. He said he knows better. I don't know what he's doing out there. He knows better. So that lets me know, since the coach know that he know better, he might not be playing no more. He might not be playing no more sometime soon. If he keep making mistakes like that, for your coach to come on national TV and say that about you, boy, you better tighten up. Try to tighten up, Will Levis. Come on, man. Um, Christy says they had so many chances. That may be coaching. You're right. It could be coaching. But that's not what the coach said, though. The coach said he knows better. um, Coach Heem was asked about the defensive approach to defending a mobile quarterback. How does your mentality change as a defender? So Coach Heem said it's all about angles. First of all, tackling a mobile quarterback, you want to make sure you're taking the right angles. You have a different approach to tackling a mobile quarterback versus a quarterback in the pocket because the rules totally changed. A guy in the pocket is protected a lot more, but once he starts running, you have to treat him like a running back. So he's saying, but with the caveat, right? You treat him like a running back, but if he slides, then you got to find a way to abort mission. The mission is to take this guy down, to make him feel you, right? Try to knock that ball out, hit him. But if he slides, can't touch him. So that's the dilemma. The dilemma with the mobile quarterback. You treat him like a running back, but you can't touch him once he goes into that slide motion. So it is a dilemma, and I saw the dilemma unfold on Monday night. Jalen Hurts rolled out to the right. I believe it was Jesse Bates the third. Thought he was going to go out of bounds, and then Hurst, he slowed down, but then he cuts back up the field, and Bates misses the tackle. So he played that little chicken game, like, oh, I'm about to go out, you can't touch me, but then he cut it back up, and then Jesse Bates had already throttled down. So quarterbacks play that game, man, and a mobile quarterback, honestly, Coach Raheem said you have to pursue as if you're going to tackle the guy. You can't go out there half speed. You can't go out there slowing down. You got to pursue as if you're tackling him. And then if he goes down, then you have to have that way to abort. You have to know how to get out of that tackling position that you're in. You got to be able to hop over the guy, or you got to be able to divert your angle so that you hop over him or run around him or something. But you have to pursue as if you're tackling him. That is the first thing that you do for a mobile quarterback. You got to treat him like a running back. You got to pursue him as if you're going to tackle him. And I agree. I agree with that. Coach Heem was asked about Bijan and his great blocking on Monday night. Rome said, "I would spy. Spying is good, but then that's one defender that is kind of caught in no man's land too. Unless you have a quarterback that is getting a lot of first downs and just like matriculating down the field, like a Lamar Jackson, somebody that's a known runner, I wouldn't spy because that's a guy who could be in coverage. That's an extra coverage guy or extra rusher that you're diverting and just kind of leaving them in limbo. Um, I would only spy if a guy is consistently picking up first downs with his legs, or else you're kind of losing a defender and you're making it easier for the offense, honestly. If that guy's not really like a threat using his legs. Um, Bijan did a great job blocking, as did the rest of the offense. The offensive line was on point. All the receivers were on point. They did a great job of blocking Monday night. Um, but Bijan Robinson, especially, um, that block he picked up on that blitz to free up Kirk Cousins to hit Darnell Mooney over the top. That was a huge play in the game. If Bijan Robinson does not pick up that blitz, that pass does not get off. And Kirk, not only does he get sacked, he might fumble that ball because he might be in the passing motion, but still have the ball back here. That was a huge block. So shout out to Bijan Robinson for picking up that huge block. And yeah, he's an all-around back. That's what they were talking about, how balanced he is as a running back. He's not just a running threat. He's a willing blocker, but he's a good blocker as well. And he's a great pass catcher as well. So he's just an all-around threat as a running back. Um, Coach Heem was asked about supporting Kirk Cousins. How do we support Kirk? You know, Kirk, he got on there. You know, I missed a lot of opportunities after he won a game and was the hero and became a legend overnight. Um, he said he still got a lot of things to work on. Noticed a lot of missed opportunities in the game and just wants to get better. So we asked Coach Heem, you know, how can you guys help him get better? And Coach Heem said it's not so much about helping Kirk. It's just providing the support wherever he feels he needs it. So whatever he feels he needs to work on, wherever he needs those extra reps, or that extra film, or whatever it is, the coaching staff has to know how they can be there to support Kirk. So yeah, I like that. But he likes that Kirk is a guy that is not satisfied. He wasn't just satisfied with the win. He wants to play better, and I love that. I love that. He's a perfectionist. He wants to play his best for his team, even in a win. He knows there's things that they can still work on. Coach, let me see this. Rome said Falcons were clutch at the end. Kirk Cousins is a great B plus quarterback. Ooh, okay. I'm thinking that B plus quarterback was a compliment. But it sounds like a little shade though. But it sounds like a little shade with a shade undertone. Under the waves. That's how people get that's how people drown because they see the top of the waves and they look peaceful, but once they get in the water, it's what's under the waves that pulls you under, right? But nah, he is older and he's coming off an Achilles injury, which I believe really contributed to his his slow start, right? Um, he's a guy who's coming off a major injury. This is an injury that used to end people's careers, matter of fact. People used to not even be able to come back from an Achilles injury, but modern medicine, technology has made it so that people can come back from Achilles injuries, and some of them can come back stronger than they were before. We haven't seen it so much in the later stages of people's careers, but earlier on, yeah, people can come back from an Achilles and still be strong. Okay, okay, I respect that. Rome said I would give him an A if he was still in his prime. Okay, all right. Regardless, that boy, hey, he looked like he was in his prime with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go on on Monday night. He looked like he was in his prime then, and that's all I care about. I told somebody I had a subscriber to the channel message me. He says, "Man, what if Kirk Cousins was really your cousin?" I said, "Man, you don't even know. Kirk Cousins is part of my family now. After that Monday night showing, that he's invited to the cookout. He's invited to the cookout after Monday night. Kirk, come on, man. You gotta try my mama's potato salad, boy. You gotta try mama's potato salad after that Monday night victory. Yes, sir. Come on, Kirk. You welcome, man. You welcome in. You a part of the family now, Kirk. Um, Coach Heem was talk. He was asked about communication between coaches. How do coaches get better? So he said open communication is the key between all the coaches. Starts with the head coach, but uh, they have to be able to be honest with each other, right? As the head coach, you got to be able to have a conversation with your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator, all your position coaches. If you see something that you feel needs to be addressed, you got to address it. You can't be walking around on eggshells or be afraid to address something as the head coach. You have to address it respectfully, and then you guys have an open conversation and communicate about how you can get better. Because he says the key is this is not a finger pointing business, and I love he said that. It's not about pointing fingers about who's wrong and who's right. It's about a getting better business. This is about a getting better business. It's a business about us getting better as a unit, as a team, as a franchise, as a group of coaches. Just want to get better every day. And how do you do that if you can't have a honest conversation with your coworkers, right? So I love how Coach Heem said that. Coach Heem was also asked about how do you not let this big win kind of roll over to the next game and kind of have a letdown. I don't think it's going to be a letdown against the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce coming to town. I ain't even going to say, what they try to associate with the Chiefs. I'm not going to even say the other name. I'm not going to say it. But I think it's going to be really hard to let down the Super Bowl champions. You're playing the back-to-back defending Super Bowl champs. Ain't gonna be no letdown. I highly doubt that there will be a letdown. Everybody gets up for the Chiefs. The Chiefs will be getting everybody's best shot. I can guarantee you, all year long. It's just the nature of the business. Just like when the Golden State Warriors had KD, before they even got KD, they were winning so many games. They set their record 73-9. You get every team's best shot. Nobody wants to be a part of the bad part of history. Do you want to be the team that gave up the 73rd win to the Golden State Warriors? No, you don't want to be that team, right? You don't want to go down in the record books as a team that gave the Warriors the 73rd win of their season. Nobody wants to be that team. So nobody wants to be a team that contributes to the Kansas City Chiefs winning 3 in a row. So they're gonna get everybody's best shot. I guarantee that. Rome says fact. Absolutely. They're gonna get everybody's best shot. And I know they're gonna get Atlanta's best shot. Nobody's gonna be overlooking them. Nobody's gonna be still thinking about Jalen Hurts and what they did on Monday night. This is a completely different game, completely different animal, and it has its own set of challenges, um, just like the Eagles did. When talked about how do you limit Mahomes and Travis Kelsey? He said, really, it's kind of like in another basketball reference. It's like when you used to play Michael Jordan, right? You used to see teams. Okay, Jordan's gonna get his 35, right? Jordan had a season where he almost averaged 35. I think he averaged 32 or something like that. Jordan gonna get his 40 on most nights. He gonna get his 40, but you can't let Ron Harper get 20, and you can't let Steve Kerr get 20, and you can't let Tony Kukoc give you 25, and you can't let Dennis Rodman get you 10. Like, you got to limit the others. Jordan is going to get his because he's a great player. Patrick Mahomes, you're not going to keep Patrick Mahomes from throwing no touchdowns. I highly doubt it. He's going to find a way to throw a touchdown. He's going to find a way to get his team down the field. But you want to limit the impact of the others. If they have no Isaiah Pacheco, Samaje Perine, you can't let him go crazy for 150 yards. Combination of Perine and Steele and Kareem Hunt, you can't let those boys get loose. You can't let their running game run all over you. We can't do it. We got to make them one dimensional. Okay, we got to make them one dimensional. Um, if they're just going to be a throwing team, they're a lot easier to defend. So when they run, we got stuff to run, plain and simple. And then for Mahomes and Kelsey, you got to switch up your looks. You can't give them the same thing every time. You want to give them something, one look in the pre-snap, and then you want to change the look after you snap it. You got to keep them guessing. And then if you got some new wrinkles in there that they've never seen before on tape, this is the time to throw it out because he's seen all the coverages. So if you got some new wrinkles in there, put the new wrinkles in there for Patrick Mahomes. Make him diagnose, make him hold that ball for an extra second or two just to figure out what the heck are they doing. I've never seen this before on tape. And that could be a sack right there, right? And then you got a trump card. For anybody who's played spades, Christy says right, right. You got to change it up. Got to change it up. Christy, do you play spades? That is my question. You from the South, and I feel like I shouldn't even really have to ask that question because I know. Okay, okay, okay. I want to make sure. I want to make sure because I don't want to make assumptions, but do you play with both jokers or do you play ace high? That's my question before I get into this analogy. Big joker, little joker, or ace high? Me, myself, I like to play big joker, little joker. Take out the two of diamonds and the two of hearts. Both jokers. Both. Okay. Jokers and ace high. Okay. I play both, but I'll do jokers most of the time. Um, Rome, you don't play no spades, Rome. Why you trying to act like you play spades, bro? Rome, come on, man. When have we ever played spades? When did we ever play spades, bro? I know we played dominoes. Well, Christy, if you don't know, Rome right here, cyber real estate. We were actually we went to college together, so I know this brother pretty well. And he talking about jokers, and we ain't never played. you you capping, bro. You capping. You are not no spades king. You do not play spades like that, bro. You do not play spades like that unless you started something new that I don't know about. Unless you start something new that I don't know about, let me know, man. But yeah, I ain't never known you to play those spades, bro. Two Joker. Okay, thank you. Okay. You being honest. He being honest. He said we played one time. You heard that? One time. One time. The big one and the little one. Absolutely. Okay. See, Christy caught on quick. She said when she saw you say Joker, she saw when you said Joker, you had to remind them that there's two. There's two Jokers. So that's how she knew you didn't play those spades. Uno. Now we have played Uno. Yes, we played Uno. We definitely played a lot of Uno. Um, but I mean, we played a lot of video games in college. We played a lot of PlayStation. I think Rome had the Xbox. You had the Xbox and the PlayStation. I think you had both. But I mean, I love card games. Definitely played spades. Definitely played. I never played that other game that a lot of people in the South play. It's called Tunk or something like that. Never played that. Um, Played Hearts for a little bit. Didn't really like it. Oh, a lot of Madden. A lot of Madden. Absolutely, man. I've been considering getting a PS5, bro, but the more I consider it, I'm like, what am I even gonna get one for, bro? Bro, I don't even know. I don't even know. I got my PS4 sitting here right now. I haven't turned the thing on in almost a year. Gin Rummy, that's the other one that I learned it, but to me, it's just not that fun. Um, but you could play with two people. That's what I like. Spades, it ain't fun if you don't have four. Absolutely, absolutely. I've been so busy. Um, I was in class last night till 9 o'clock. Um, Running around in the gym with other people trying to become PE teachers like me. So we're demonstrating on each other. And it was fun, but it was tiring, especially with my situation where I'm trying to get myself back in shape and get my all my coordination back and everything. I'm thankful for where I'm at because I have made a lot of strides, but yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Took a lot out of brother. Wednesdays are a tough day for me, but God gives me strength. That's all I can say. And we making good progress. But yeah, I'm like, dude, I really need to buy a PS5. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. NCAA. Uh, One of the guys in my program was like, "Yeah, man, I got that NCAA," but he's a younger guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to, bro. I used to play, and I don't think he even believe me, wrong. Like you know how much Madden we used to play, bro. Like he don't even believe me that I used to be nice. I used to be nice. I used to be nice, but I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into all that. Oh, you got an NCAA league? Okay, okay. But I'm considering it. I'm considering it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I was all right. I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I was all right. Rome was good. I know we put in a lot of hours. That's for sure. We put in 10,000 hours and some. Um, and the last thing I wanted to talk about, Falcons related, is Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank is getting inducted into the Ring of Honor on Sunday. So shout out to Arthur Blank for I mean he's a good owner, man. Can't really knock the guy. He spends the money. He's get he pays the players that are the best players on the team. He really doesn't like to lose them if he doesn't. I believe Matt Ryan is too. Yes, because in the preseason, I saw Coach Heem break the news to Matt Ryan, so I believe they're going in together. I don't know if they're going in at this, like, do they go in at the same game or will there be different games? But I definitely know Matt Ryan is going in too. Yes, preseason. Um, Coach Heem broke the news to Matt Ryan in front of the team, the whole team. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Matt Ryan's going to be there and they're going to go in together, or if Matt Ryan's will be separate. They might want him separate so he can have his own celebration. You know what I'm saying? But or maybe they want to go in together. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You know, like I said, Arthur Blank has been a he's been a good owner. Uh, I am encouraged by the latest round of hirings for coach, general manager. I was a little worried the past, well, during the Arthur Smith era. I was really worried, like, why did we get this guy? Who decided he was the one? And I know Arthur Blank's right hand man is Rich McKay was making a lot of those, seemingly a lot of those decisions. And I just didn't agree with that dynamic of Rich McKay having his hands all over the franchise like that. And the decision making on a seemingly like on a day to day basis, having meetings. I guess he was having meetings with the head coach every week or whatever, and general manager, and because it wasn't helping, it wasn't working. Like, why are we keeping the same structure and it's not working? You got to change something. So I was really glad when they hired Terry Fontenot. It seemed like McKay kind of still had his hands in a lot when Arthur Smith was there because maybe they didn't really trust his decision making. But Terry is doing the work now. And you see, and this is a point where I think that a lot of people missed on. Um, we were wondering why deals couldn't get done, right? We talked about how the pass rush has been something that the Falcons have really lacked, and there have been pass rushers on the market or that aren't happy with their current situation with their teams over the past couple seasons, and the Falcons just couldn't get them. They couldn't get them to Atlanta, and I kept thinking, why aren't we able to get these pass rushers? We need them, and he wants a new team. Why can't we go get him? Terry wasn't making all the decisions. That's why. Got to get everybody's opinion before you can even make the deal happen. And I believe that was a contributing factor. We missed out on a guy like Montez Sweat. We missed out on Daniil Hunter. But this year, here we go. We got two guys who are not happy. You got Hassan Reddick, who's not happy in the New York Jets, who's indebted to the Jets millions of dollars now because he is not going to play until he gets his new deal. He is dug in the trenches. He ain't playing unless he gets his deal. And I think that's beyond me. I don't see how you could just be comfortable with owing somebody millions of dollars and just sit back and be comfortable with that. We live in a whole different reality. And then you have Matthew Judon, who wanted the new deal with the Patriots. Falcons lose the D end. I think in that Dolphins game, that preseason Dolphins game, and then shortly thereafter, we pull the trigger and we get Matthew Judon from the Patriots. Terry Fontenot's first big trade. It wasn't during the season, but it was right before the season. But that was his first big trade as a GM. And I think not having to go, have that person above you saying, give me your report every week and let's go over this. And oh no, nope, I ain't liking that. Nope. He don't have to do that no more. He just go straight to Arthur Blank and be like, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This guy's available. Can I do this? Has so much more freedom as a GM, not having to worry about my grammar. I'm sorry, not having to worry about Rich McKay. And I'm not here to bash Rich McKay, but like I said, the dynamic of him having so much input on the daily or the weekly, um, operations of the franchise, it was not working. It wasn't working. So I'm happy for Terry Fontenot. I'm happy he has the freedom to do his job, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the direction the franchise is headed. Um, Good job, Terry Fontenot. That's all I got. Did you see that Terry Fontenot and Kirk Cousins embrace after the Eagles game? I just saw that. Was it last night or this morning? But Terry Fontenot hugged that man. He hugged Kirk Cousins going into that huddle after that game like Kirk Cousins had just discovered the cure for cancer. Like, you could tell Terry Fontenot had a lot of stuff on his shoulders, on his back, a lot of weights, a lot of burdens he been carrying. Probably some sleepless nights too. After that Steelers game, like, what is going on? I didn't pay this man $100 million. He go out here, he looking like he ain't ready, but he had so much jubilation for Kirk Cousins' success. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was an awesome moment. I haven't seen Terry Fontenot get that emotional, uh, but that was an amazing moment that was captured on camera. That embrace between Terry Fontenot and Kirk Cousins after that win on Monday night. Christy says Terry is doing the work now. Absolutely. And then she says, Blank said Raheem and Terry take responsibility for those decisions. Players selected need to fit the coach's plans. Absolutely. Christy says if you go back to the third and fourth quarters of the game in game two, look how Coach Heem looks serious. Like, I said that. I said that. I said he started out the game smiling. He was giggling. He was laughing. He was pointing at the folks across the way, pointing at Sirianni, having a good old time. But then when that pressure hit, and the Eagles took that lead, oh, he was playing no games. He was playing no games. There were no smiles. There wasn't smiles for miles. look at look at that, James. Good times, boy. I'm telling you, they weren't smiles for miles. I'm telling you. Christy said when he looked serious like James was about to get at JJ. That offensive defense change. You right about it. You right about it. Coach wasn't happy. Y'all better get it together. About to take this belt off. Somebody was gonna get a tongue lashing. They might have not got some physical lashes, but they was gonna get some tongue lashes. Coach Heem wasn't playing. He was not playing Monday night. Yeah, when it came down to pressure time, yeah, wasn't no jokes, wasn't no smiles. Y'all better get the job done, and they got it done. That's what I love. They thrived under pressure, and that's the type of performance you want to see from your team as we're building. This is not even the best version of the Falcons. We haven't seen the best version of the Falcons yet. Monday night was just a little glimpse. That's why I'm so encouraged. Monday night was just a glimpse, just a sample of what we can expect going forward. Still laughing at that. James Evans, absolutely. He was not playing no games. Rome say LOL. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna come on today, but I decided to. But much love to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Rome, always. Thanks for coming through, bro. Welcome anytime. He used to be on all my streams when I first started streaming. That's why I made him a moderator. But he's a hardworking man. He's a hardworking man. So anytime you can make it, bro, you are welcome. You already know that. You know what it is. Christy, Christy's been a regular as of late, so thank you so much for coming through. Much love to you. Hope mom's is doing well. Hope all the storms and everything and the sip have subsided, and you got some sunshine out there now. Hope everybody's well. Everything is well. Um, I probably won't be on tomorrow. I'm gonna probably just say no. I need to really focus on some homework and lock in. I'll have a day just to focus, and then I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Friday with a preview and my prediction for Sunday's games, and of course for our Falcons versus Kansas City Chiefs game prediction. Christy said she is. We back with the humidity and foolishness. Okay, I'm glad. Well, I mean, it's like pick your poison, right? Would you rather have a storm or humidity? I guess I'll take the humidity over the storm, though. I don't like being in the midst of any storm. So glad mom's is doing well. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's your boy. Let us pray. Hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. Tell those that you love them while you can. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. And you know what? Try to make somebody smile. You know, try to make somebody smile today before you leave work or before you get home. Even if you at the traffic, the stoplight, just look over at the person next to you at the stoplight and just give them a smile. It ain't got to be nothing weird or creepy. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a smile. Just make somebody smile. Somebody random. You ain't got to owe them nothing. You ain't got to hand them no $5 bill, $10 bill. Sometimes a smile is worth its weight in gold if you just give somebody a genuine smile. So I'm just trying to brighten up somebody's day ultimately by doing these shows and just have fun. But we ought to do that on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? Just bring some light to somebody's life. And when we come around, we kind of change the environment and the atmosphere. So that's my hope. Not only for doing this show and doing this podcast, but just in general in life. Just change the environment, change the atmosphere wherever I go, and bring positivity and bring love. All right? I'm out, y'all. Peace. I'm gone. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you so much. Could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here and put up with me. I'm gone.